welcome to Astroamsa. So today I'm going to talk about Manglik Dosha. Okay, many people fear about this dosha. Oh my god, I have Manglik Dosha. Now I'm doomed. My married life is doomed. Okay, so let's discuss that. Okay, so let's begin. Now, firstly, let us understand what is Manglik Dosha. Okay, Manglik basically involves Mars and dosha. Now dosha happens because Mars energy gets extreme, so it causes imbalance. Okay, now what the hell is she talking about? Yes, let me make it simple for you. Now Mars represents our energy, our uh, blood, hemoglobin, our passion, lust, sex drive, aggressiveness, courage, uh, temperament, anger, thick skin. Okay, while without energy, okay, without, if Mars is really badly placed, it is afflicted, then we might be very lethargic, we might not have the energy, we might not have the that drive, that aggressiveness to lead, okay, to be in forefront. Then when it is little, okay, while little, see, while little in this Mars energy is good, nothing like, if the Mars energy is not present, if it's very badly afflicted, then it is very bad because you might not have the energy. But when it gets too much, when it gets extreme, okay, it becomes worse. So that becomes your Manglik dosha, because here what happens is that Martian energy is getting extreme and it's scattered everywhere, and and the person doesn't know how to channelize that energy. Like, someone has too much energy, okay, is doing work. If you make that person sleep or take rest, he may not like that, okay, even for a day, even for a week, because even on vacation, that person might want to take some uh, adventurous trip, okay, do something that involves that energy, okay, that involves that uh, physical energy, okay. So what happens is, if you have Mars which is forming a dosha in your chart, it creates that extreme martial energy within you. So it can happen that you may be a highly short tempered person, or a person with too much passion. So what happens is, when you marry a person who doesn't have such dosha, it creates conflicts, arguments, thus leading to separation. And that's the reason why it is said that Manglik dosha is bad for marriage. Okay, because when someone is highly aggressive, okay, when you're living with a person, okay, under one roof, and that person is highly short tempered, or one is very passionate, and like let's say, when one is very passionate and other has a low sex drive, or let's say one is very asexual, okay, then this can cause troubles in marriage. Okay, because someone has too much energy, someone demands lot of bad pleasures that might not go well with the other person. Okay, it might irritate them, it might frustrate them, because two conflicting extreme energy of Mars is here. Okay, and it can cause troubles in the marriage. And with Mars, it can also lead to violence, domestic abuse, okay, if other factors support it, if other factors are present. So it's very important that the person with this Manglik dosha, okay, which means he has a high Martian energy, needs to be diverted somewhere or pacified, so that it can be controlled, okay, it doesn't harm other. Okay, you cannot live with a person who loses his temper often, okay, right? So that aggressive energy can be diverted towards uh, maybe in career in business, career in army, or something else where it gets used and isn't harmful to those to himself and to those close to him. Okay, so I hope you understood what is Manglik dosha. And no, it doesn't cause death, okay, unless other factors support it. It is basically an imbalance of extremely high mass energy. Okay, so what one needs to do here is to balance it out, okay, to channelize it, or either balance it to pacify it. Okay, so see, you have to get out of that belief system and fear about Manglik dosha, or for that matter any dosha. There's Shrapit dosha as well. So does that mean you are doomed for life? Oh my god. No. Just like no planet is entirely bad, no dosha is entirely bad. Everything in totality is analyzed to form a conclusion. Okay, when other factors are also supporting, then only we can conclude that yes, this is going to happen. Okay, now if you want to know if you have this dosha and what can be done, then you can even consult me. Okay, just check the description below. Okay, you can I also do personal reading, so if you want to know more about the dosha, or if you have any dosha, then you can consult me. Now how do you know if you are a Manglik person? Okay, if in your chart Mars is placed in either first house, let me do this. Okay, yes, if in your chart, okay, now Mars is placed in your first house, in your second house, in your fourth house, seventh house, eighth house, and 12th house. First house, second house, fourth house, seventh house, eighth house, and 12th house, then you are said to be a Manglik person. And this has to be calculated from Lagna as well as Moon. Okay, then you can have this Manglik dosha. Now, are there any exceptions? Yes, there are cases when this dosha gets cancelled or becomes mild Manglik or gets neutralized. Now, when Mars is placed in its own sign, Aries and Scorpio, or in its sign of exaltation, which is Capricorn, okay, there is no Mangle dosha for that case. When Moon and Venus, okay, like Moon and Venus are very soft planets, they are feminine planets, and they are very good for they are benefic planets, and they are very good for domestic harmony in someone's family and marital life, for marital bliss. So, and second house denotes one's family. Okay, so when Moon and Venus are together in the second house, then the evil effects of Manglik dosha gets reduced. Okay, and if Mars occupies the second house in either the Mercury ruled signs, which is Gemini and Virgo, okay, Gemini and Virgo sign, then the Mars dosha is cancelled. Then the planet Jupiter in Vedic astrology is said to be very good to reduce any malefic factors of the birth chart. So when Mars is in conjunction with Jupiter or is another aspect of Jupiter, then it loses its malefic qualities. Okay, and Mangal dosha is cancelled. Then there is Chandra Mangal Yoga. If that occurs in good houses like Trikona houses, which is 1, 5 and 9, or in Kendra houses, which are 1, 4, 7 and 10. So if Chandra Mangal Yoga, Chandra Mangal conjunction, that means Moon and Mars conjunction, if it happens in either Kendra or Trikona houses, then Manglik dosha is nullified. Then even planet Saturn in some special position in Kundali has the ability to nullify the effects of Manglik dosha. If Saturn is situated in first house, fourth house, seventh house, eighth house, or in the 12th house from Lagna, then the Mangal dosha is cancelled. Then with Mars, if placed in either the 7th house in Cancer or Capricorn sign, or in the 8th house in Jupiter ruled sign, or in the 12th house in Venus ruled sign, then it will eliminate the possible effects of Mangal dosha. Okay, so if it is in 7th house in Cancer or Capricorn, in 8th house in Sagittarius or Pisces, or in 12th house in Taurus or Libra, then it eliminates, then Manglik dosha gets cancelled. And even if Mars is weak or debilitated, combusted or aspected by benefic planets, then also this get cancelled. Then if Mars occupies a sign of Cancer for Aries Lagna, okay, if you are an Aries Lagna person, Aries ascendant, and if Mars is debilitated in the sign of Cancer, then there is no Mangal dosha. And also if you are a Scorpio Lagna and if Mars occupies the sign of Aquarius, then also there is no Mangal dosha. And in a female horoscope, if Mangal dosha, if the Jupiter is placed in Kendra or Trikona, okay, then Mangal dosha will get cancelled. And for Leo Lagna, since Mangal itself, that Mars is Yoga Karka, okay, so Leo Lagna is fully immune to Manglik dosha. Mars placed in any house does not cause any Mangal dosha for Leo ascendant, okay. And the Mangal dosha also gets cancelled when it is placed in movable signs, which is Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. Mangal dosha gets cancelled when the planet Mars is in conjunction with Rahu, okay, or if Moon and Venus are placed in the 2nd house, or if planet Rahu is placed in the Kendra, and when Mars gets when Jupiter aspects the Mars, okay. Then if planets like Venus and Moon in the 2nd house, and if it's placed in the movable signs, then the conjunction of Jupiter and Venus in either ascendant or 7th house also cancels, because now your Jupiter is also aspecting Mars, okay, from 1st house or 7th house, okay. So it is aspecting your this marriage house, okay. So it will help you, okay, to nullify the bad effect of Mars, okay. So this also cancels Mangal dosha. Jupiter and Venus conjunction of Jupiter and Venus is either ascendant or 7th house. And if your planet Moon is placed in the Kendra houses 1, 4, 7 and 10, then also Mangal dosha gets cancelled. So I have given like 15-16 cases, okay. So these are some cases where this dosha gets neutralized, okay. Now if you have this dosha, what remedies can help? There are various ways to cancel out the ill effects of Mangal dosha, okay. Like first is to see, Mangal is basically the Mars, okay, and the day ruled for them is Tuesday, okay. So if you fast on Tuesday, okay, if you visit a temple, okay, the deity of Mars is basically Hanuman or Ganesha, okay, and if you recite mantras of Mangal mantras, okay, Mangal Bij mantra, or worship Lord Ganesha, Lord Hanuman, then it can help to mitigate this dosha effects, okay. Fasting can help, okay, fasting on Tuesdays can really help. You can even chant Gayatri mantra, okay. Then traditionally it used to happen, okay, like Kumbh Viva, okay. So basically that is according to Hindu Vedic astrology, a Manglik person is made to marry a banana tree or a peepal tree or a silver golden idol of Lord Vishnu, okay, before actual wedding, okay. So you can also do this. It is also considered that if a Manglik person marries to another Manglik person, then that Manglik dosha gets cancelled, because now the energy of two people is channelized, okay, and that is the reason why it has no effect. Now you can also feed birds with sweets and also donate red color clothes, okay, that can also help. And as per Vedic astrology, Mars matures at after the age of 28, okay, 28th year of the native age. uh, the fierceness or the energy of Mars gets channelized after the 20th year. So it is better suggested to marry after 28 years. Now, not that don't misunderstand that dosha will get cancelled after 28 years. No, once there's a once dosha is present in your chart, okay, so it will be there, okay, but energies will transform when the planet matures, okay, and when navamsha activates, because then the navamsha also that the navamsha also may have different placement of Mars, okay. There might not be a dosha in navamsha as well, so maybe after 35-36 years of age that dosha gets cancelled, okay, so that can also happen, okay. So yeah, that was about Manglik dosha. One need not fear this, because 80% of the people might have this, okay, so it doesn't mean that they will have problems in their married life, okay. The key here is to pacify or channelize this extreme energy of Mars and direct it into a good use, okay, so it doesn't cause problems to the native and people close to him or her, okay. So that's the key. You don't need to fear this, okay, you just need to channelize that extreme energy, okay, when this uh, with this Manglik dosha, okay. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope it resonated with you. If you found it helpful, do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I also do personal reading, so if you're interested in consultations, then check the description below. Thank you for watching.